Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is card 2 of 4 using the Modern Garden stamp set along with the Garden Walk Designer Series paper. I've used the deckled rectangle dies to cut out the inside piece and then the mat for it, and I've also taken some of the jute in the wild wheat color and I've just split it into 3. You can just untwist it and pull out a length. I've also got a little tiny piece, a 1/2 inch by 4, to just go on the inside of the card. So I've got a tent fold portrait card. So you cut your paper at 4 1/4 and then score it at 5 1/2, so you get your tent fold. And then I've got a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of the Designer Series paper, which we're actually just going to flat mount right now since we're talking about it. And I can do the piece for inside the card as well. So I'm just going to line that up and drop that down. And let's just do this piece too, because otherwise I will forget at the end. So just some adhesive on the back there, and then just line it up like you would as if it was a 5 1/4 by 4 piece that you're lining up, and just give it a push. So there's your little bit of interest inside. Now we are going to take this piece here and we're going to use, we need to stamp the greeting, and we're going to do the greeting and the flower in Calypso Coral. And then we're going to the leaves in Garden Green and the center of the flower in the Wild Wheat, just to pull that all together. So I'm just going to ink up the It's Your Birthday and stamp it down. So there we go. And then I'm going to add the flower. Make sure I'm inked up really well. And then just drop that down like that. Okay, close that one up. Get those stamps out of the way, and then we'll do the leaves. And so it's going to pop one down like that, and then another one just above it like that. And there we go. So we've got our 2 leaves, and now we need to do the center. And again, I'm going to do that in the Wild Wheat just so it kind of ties everything together. And just popping that down like that. I'm a little off center, but that's okay. So we'll close this one up now. I just pop that out of the way. I'm going to take my jute. I'm going to just put adhesive right across the back of this. And I'm going to start just, and I'm doing this loosely. I'm not pulling it tight because I want some of that kind of twist, the little, just the way the jute runs. I want that to kind of show. I don't want this to be too tight. So we're just going to stick that down like that. And I don't actually have a little piece to tie it off. So what I'll do is, this is a really good opportunity to show you how I tear it apart. So I'm just going to cut a small piece off with the jute. And then you just get to the end and you give it a twist and it will start to separate. And you can just pull it out. The one piece will pull, the other one you'll have to kind of untwist a little bit because it will get itself all caught up. Okay, so, and I'm just simply doing a 1/2 knot on this. I'm not doing anything complicated. So I'm just over to the side like that. And then you can trim your ends like this. There we go. So there we've got that kind of the fluidity of the curves there. And we're just going to get this out of the way because it will stick to everything. Just flat mount this onto our Calypso Coral mat. And again, these are the deckled rectangles that I've used. And then we're going to just put some dimensionals on this. I'm not putting any in the middle because I've already got quite a bump there in the middle. Like this. And so we're just going to lay that right in the center of our card front. Okay, and so just layer that down in the center, just like that. And I'm using up the last of my brushed brass butterflies. I'm just going to pop one up here like this, and then the other one down here just at the bottom. By It's Your Birthday, just to bring that, the eye there. And that is our second of 4 cards using the Modern Garden and the Garden Walk Designer Series paper. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for 2 more videos using this set.